I have good news. So call on everybody here, okay? Your friends, your relatives, because I want to talk to you about something really important. It's about recruitment in New Brunswick, Canada. And I'm here to address 26 occupations that are currently in demand and are hiring, like currently, like now, like today and yesterday. They are hiring, and you should apply for this hiring process before 1st of August. Okay, you got me right. Now let's stop there first. Okay, and my name is Lois. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I'm based in Calgary, Alberta. I bring you videos on Canada's immigration systems and programs, and I also tell you about life here in Canada. If you need my services, anything personal, any question you have that pertains to your case, my friend, head on to Milele Immigration Services website, www.mileleimmigrationservices.ca, and book yourself a consultation. So please avoid calling, avoid just sending emails. If you have something that you really need a professional to help you with, please book a consultation. Okay, guys, now you know, we've been talking about recruitment in Canada, and the province of New Brunswick has been recruiting, and we know mostly they've been recruiting truck drivers and nursing assistants. And right now they have expanded their pool base, and they have 26 occupations that are currently in demand, and they are looking for people like you and you to apply for these jobs like right away, so that you can get an opportunity to immigrate to the province of New Brunswick. So in this video, I will tell you the 26 occupations, not just that. Very, very important information on the prerequisites and how to actually apply. And the reason I want to go into details of how to apply is because, you know, these recruitments have been running year and year out, and people tell me, Lois, I've applied to so many and I don't get any feedback. And I ask people, how do you do these applications? Before you do an application, if you want an answer, Canadians are serious people, employers are serious people, not just Canadians. Any employer who is worth their salt, they are serious people, and they want to deal with people who are serious equally. Okay, so make sure you follow details to the T, because you have to be detail oriented. If they say something has to be in this format, please make sure that's the format. If they say these are the required documents, make sure those are the required documents. If they say this is occupation, make sure you meet that occupation. Many a times I'm seeing people who are, you know, have a degree in biochemistry, and they are applying for a job as a construction manager. Come on. Do you fit the criteria? Make sure you fit the criteria of an occupation. If you don't understand these things, that's why I am here. Book a consultation with me. It's a little fee to pay for peace of mind and make sure that you get the right application right. Okay, my friend. Okay, so how about we go through the occupations first? Excuse me. Now, number 1, 0711. That is our construction managers. Then 1522, storekeepers and parts persons. 2147, computer engineers. 2172, database analysts and database data administrators. 2173, software engineers and designers. 2174, computer programmers and interactive media developers. 2175, web designers and developers. 2273, deck officers and water transport. 2281, computer network technicians. 2282, user support technicians. 2283, information systems testing technicians. 5125, translators, terminologists and interpreters. 6411, sales and account reps, that is in wholesale trade. 6551, customer service reps in financial institutions. 6552, other customer and information services reps. 7204, contractors and supervisors, carpentry trades. 7231, machinist and machining and tooling inspectors. 7251 plumbers, 7271 carpenters, 7293 insulators, 7313 heating, refrigeration and air conditioning mechanics, 7321 automotive service technicians, truck and bus mechanics, 7441 residential and commercial installers and servicers, 8612 landscaping and ground maintenance laborers, and last but not least 9431 sawmill machine operator. So those are 26 occupations. So they are saying other people could also apply, but these ones for sure are the ones which are in demand. And I will tell you, because at times people don't understand how provinces work, like why New Brunswick is recruiting and Alberta is not recruiting. So there's the federal immigration in Canada, that is overall things that like go through the express entry. But outside the express entry, provinces are given the mandate to come up with immigration programs that, you know, address their specific needs, especially labor needs for that province. So you find that within those within their mandate, they can come up with various streams, let's say streams for students, international students in that province, or particular occupations. So these ones are only for these occupations, so you are being recruited. Now stop there, because I know you are thinking that this is an expression of interest for provincial nomination. No, my friend, this is not an expression of interest for provincial nomination. This is an application to meet with a Canadian employer who is in New Brunswick, for them to be able to interview you for a position. If you get that job, then you get to come to Canada on a work permit or a permanent resident application that enables you to come here with your entire family. Okay, you get me? So you first need to get a job. So how do you get a job? By doing this application, and I'll make sure that I embed the link to this application in the description part of this video. Okay, now the big job lies here. Because as I said, people tell me, Lois, I've been applying and I don't get the results. How are you doing the application? Make sure, my friend, before you start doing an application, stop rushing. Let us stop rushing to denials and refusals. And I see this with all immigration, applications. People are so quick to apply for things before they understand them, before they understand how they fit, before they understand how they can strategize and give themselves the best shot. So stop. Ask yourself, do I first fall in this category? If you fall in those occupations that I talked about, then ask yourself, do I have the prerequisite details that are needed or documents? So what do these people need? You must have the following things, and it's must, M-U-S-T, must, M-U-S-T, okay, my friend? You must have your resume. What is a resume? A resume is a CV. We used to call it CV in Kenya, so various people call it different things, but it's the same. Resume, CV, whatever you call it, that is what you need. Please sit down and look at your resume and ask yourself, is my resume worthy of a Canadian employer? Is it going to advocate for me? Because I tell people, send me your resume, and they just send me something, boom, they just send it to Lois. Lois is gonna figure it out. And that resume was last updated 10 years ago. My friend, you are not doing anybody a favor by sending something that you even don't really care about. You gotta take time in things that really matter to you. If something matters to you, please take time and do something good. Stop doing things like you're being forced. I see that all the time. Do something. If you're gonna do this application, if you're not doing it right, please don't do it. Okay? Yes, number one, resume. Then make sure your resume is advocating for you. Your resume shows exactly how you fit in that occupation and how you qualify for that occupation and how, everything. So it's something that an employer can look at and make a decision. Employers don't have all day long to figure out what it is, so don't make it a maze. No. Make sure it's a representation of you, and that once they look at it, they want to meet you. Okay, so resume. Number two, my friend, make sure you have education credential assessment of your highest education. So education credential assessment, I'm not going to go into the details of that. If you don't understand these terms, please, it's in your best interest to book a consultation with me, and I will make sure I break everything down in a way that you understand, and also tell you how you fit in this kind of a program. Okay, then you need to have done an English exam, and an English exam, it could be IELTS, it could be CELPIP. Those are the main exams that are acceptable in Canada for immigration purposes. IELTS general, not IELTS academic, my friend. So make sure you have those results. Then you must make sure that you have work experience. Yes, make sure you have work experience, and this work experience, so if you say that you're a construction manager, make sure you have work experience in that field. Now look, when an employer wants to hire someone, they want to hire people who are experienced, because I'm telling you, after this I'm gonna still get emails, Lois, I'm graduating next week, can I still apply? My friend, I said employers want people with experience, and because of that, then you're going to realize that age is not a limitation, because also there are people who are going to impose restrictions here. They're going to be like, Lois, I'm 55, can I apply? There is no age restriction, my friend. Anybody can apply as long as you meet the requirements, and especially you have all the documents that are needed, and you have the work experience. So yes, work experience, you need at least 1 year work experience in the last 5 years, and it must have been full-time and paid. What is full-time work experience? How do we measure full-time work experience in Canada? You must have worked at least 30 hours a week, or a total of 1560 hours in a year. Okay, so that is how we calculate full-time hours, and then it must have been paid. Volunteer work does not count. Okay, volunteer doesn't count. It must have been paid. It must be verifiable. Okay, now a few other details that are important. If you have an express entry profile, it's important that you have the number. It's not mandatory, but it's important because, of course, it gives a full representation of your profile. So if you don't meet it, because I know there are people who don't meet the requirements of an express entry, it doesn't mean that they can't apply. But if you have it, it's a good thing. Make sure that you have those details. If you don't, you can still apply. Okay. Now, the other thing is, if you have relatives in New Brunswick, your application is going to get better attention than if you have relatives in other provinces. What is the effect of relatives? The thinking usually is, if you have brothers and sisters in Alberta, it's hard for you to go, and it's usually not reasonable that you want to immigrate and live in New Brunswick. People usually gravitate to where they have their relatives, because when you have relatives, then it's easier for you to settle where they already are. Otherwise, at times, if you say that you have, yes, relatives in Alberta, but I want to apply there, they kind of feel like maybe you just want to use this to help you get into Canada, and then they are going to give you the opportunity to go to New Brunswick, and then 2 years or 1 year down the road, you're already moving to Alberta to be with your family. So yes, if you have relatives in New Brunswick, it's a plus. If you have relatives in other places, okay, my friend. All right, I didn't say don't apply if you have relatives in other places. I just told you have that expectation. Know that is the reasoning behind having relatives in other places. And then you must have proof of finances, and this is settlement funds. And I've talked about proof of finances in other videos, so I'm not going to go over that. I may attach a video that I actually talked about proof of finances, because they did change the amounts the other day. So I'm going to attach that video just in case you want to make reference to know how much money is needed. So this goes by family, so it depends on the size of your family. The bigger the family, the more the money that you need, and this is money needed for settlement. So this is not like money you're paying to anybody. This is money that you should bring to Canada to show that you can be able to pay your rent, you can be able to get a car and get clothing, and you're not homeless. Okay, now one last important part of this application. The moment you start this application, this is not a joke of an application. It's a whole 10-page application. It's quite complex. Make sure you fully understand and you follow details. Be detail oriented. If you need professional help, reach out to me. Okay, now in this application, this specific one, these guys are not taking, they're not leaving anything to chance. I said it's a full interview. So you will be doing an interview in this application. So make sure that you have a good camera, you have access to internet and a good computer, okay? Be ready to record an interview here. Of course, this interview is a pre-interview. You'll still be able to book another interview with an employer, but they are going to gauge you with the interview that you're going to do here online. So if you need help, if you need coaching with this kind of an interview, please talk to me. I can walk you through, I can give you a lot of practice on how to interview with a Canadian employer, okay? So make sure that you are ready to do this recording and also book an interview with a real employer, and this application must be sent before 1st of August at 4:26 p.m. Atlantic daytime. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of information. I hope it was clear, and as I said, I'm going to put some links in the descriptive section of my video, so just go there if you need the application links, if you need the video that talks about proof of finances, if you need to book a consultation. Please, all those details are going to be there. Okay, my friend? So thank you so much for joining me. Have you subscribed? If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.